You're watching News Mongolia on MNB World. I'm your host, Susanna Oktay. Good evening. For our top stories, 2-week lockdown imposed in Ulaanbaatar with stricter measures proposed. Schedules changed for April's chartered flights. Mongolian nationals awarded the Order of the Rising Sun. For other news, stay tuned. The Ministry of Health and the National Center for Communicable Diseases held its daily press briefing to provide the latest updates on COVID-19 status in Mongolia. 860 domestic cases are confirmed in 15 provinces only since the COVID-19 outbreak.
481 new COVID-19 cases have been confirmed in the past 24 hours after 14,218 people were tested at 18 laboratories nationwide, and the country's total number of cases has reached 8,070. 124 new patients have recovered in the past 24 hours, and the total number of recoveries is now 4,835, making up 60% of total cases. All new cases were confirmed domestically. 404 cases out of the new cases were confirmed in Ulaanbaatar, and 77 rural cases were recorded in Bayangkhongor, Arkhanga, Ourkhanga, Orkhon, Ovs, Darkhanol, Bolgon, Hovd, Khinti, and Tuv provinces. Out of the 1,776 patients who are currently undergoing treatment, 11 are in critical condition, 31 have mild, 250 have moderate, and 1,486 have mild symptoms. Health experts note that wearing a mask in the wrong way is the same as not wearing a mask at all. The public is being reminded to practice frequent hand washing and social distancing in the capital city, which has become a major COVID-19 hotspot. This week, people over the age of 65 years old started getting their first shots of COVID-19 vaccine. As the number of COVID-19 cases is steadily growing, the government of Mongolia is discussing whether to impose stricter lockdowns. If approved, a 2-week strict lockdown might be imposed from April 3rd.
The National Emergency Commission submitted a proposal to impose a strict 2-week lockdown in Ulaanbaatar from April 3rd through 18th. The Cabinet of Mongolia was supposed to convene on Monday evening to discuss whether a strict lockdown should be imposed, but the meeting was postponed until Wednesday. In the meantime, state assessments and calculations will be completed.
Due to the increasing number of COVID-19 cases in Ulaanbaatar, travel out of the capital city to the provinces has been banned for 14 days starting last Sunday. Only drivers of vehicles carrying essential goods such as food, fuel, livestock feed, and medicine will be able to cross checkpoints under strict surveillance. On Monday, Mongolia recorded a record daily high of 575 new COVID-19 cases. Even though Ulaanbaatar is the country's epicenter of COVID-19 infection, many province areas are no longer considered green zones that are free of infection. Currently, 15 of Mongolia's 21 provinces are affected by COVID-19 outbreaks. Provinces with confirmed cases of COVID-19 such as Arkhanga, Bayangkhongor, Darkhanol, Torngov, Zavkhon, Orkhon, Tuv, Husgul, Khinti, Ourkhanga, and Ovs have raised their emergency response levels until 6 a.m. on April 11th. As of March 29th, 279,000 people have received their first round of COVID-19 vaccine. In April, Mongolia is expecting to receive 300,000 doses of Russia's Sputnik V vaccine.
Let's take a look at Mongolia's current affairs.
Last year, the government of Japan announced the 2020 autumn conferment of decorations on foreign nationals. It was announced that Mongolian nationals Mukhtsitsik and Narantsitsik would be recipients of the Order of the Rising Sun. The Order of the Rising Sun, gold race with neck ribbon, was conferred to Mukhtsitsik for her contribution to promoting academic exchange and mutual understanding between Mongolia and Japan. She is an advisory professor of the Department of Asian Studies at the National University of Mongolia. The Order of the Rising Sun, gold race with rosette, was conferred to Narantsitsik for her contribution to developing Japanese language education in Mongolia and promoting mutual understanding between Mongolia and Japan. Narantsitsik is a translator, interpreter, and former lecturer at the National University of Mongolia and Japan International Cooperation Agency Nihonmatsu Training Center. The ambassador of Japan to Mongolia, Hiroyuki Kobayashi, presented these honors during an official ceremony held on Monday at the Embassy of Japan in Ulaanbaatar. As of today, Mongolia has repatriated 31,168 Mongolian citizens from 93 countries. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs reported earlier this month that 12 chartered flights would be operated in April. However, on Monday, Muhtushik, head of the Consular Department of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, reported that some flight schedules have been changed due to isolation venue capacity. The schedule changes include the April 5th Tokyo-Ulaanbaatar flight has been postponed to April 6th. The April 6th Seoul-Ulaanbaatar flight has been rescheduled for April 7th. The Seoul-Ulaanbaatar flight on April 14th will be operated by Asiana Airlines, and Korean Air's Seoul to Ulaanbaatar flight scheduled on April 26th has been rescheduled to April 28th. Starting in March, Miat Mongolian Airlines discounted its airfare by 15%. In April, Mongolia plans to repatriate 2,100 citizens who are abroad.
And here are the currency exchange rates provided by Bank. And here's the weather forecast for the world's major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you on Wednesday with more stories and updates. Please follow MNB World on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a nice evening. Goodbye.